Hello viewers, my name is AJ Kumar. I'm an accountant, a CPA at Science CPA Services. Today we have an exciting topic for you. You cannot miss it. We call it Employee Retention Tax Credit, ERTC. And to discuss ERTC with you, I have senior accountant Shamla Yerunkar with us. Shamla.
Hello everyone, I am Shamla Yerunkar as a senior tax accountant. So Mr. Kumar, today we want to discuss about the employee retention tax credit. So I want to know what is the employee retention tax credit?
That's a great start, Shamla. Let's first define what is ERTC is. Employee retention tax credit is given to the small business owners, and we'll define what a small business owner means for you. But it's a tax credit, meaning it's a refund given to you against the taxes that you pay to the IRS, payroll taxes. So ERTC, employee retention, as the name says, retention tax credit is given to those employers who were able to retain the employees even in the adverse situation of COVID-19. So if you look at the conditions of the ERTC, it will make a lot of sense for you. So one of the conditions for the ERTC, employee retention tax credit, is that if your revenue went down by 50% year over year in one quarter, then you qualify for ERTC. Let's say 2019 quarter and 2020 quarter. If you recall, this whole COVID situation started in February, March of 2020. So you pick up one quarter, and quarter has to be calendar quarter, January 1st to March 31st, April 1st to June 30th, and so on. So if you pick up any quarter from 2019 and compare the revenue for the same quarter for 2020, and your revenues have gone down by at least 50% in that quarter, and we are not looking at the net profit, we are looking at the revenue, then due to adverse COVID situation, if you are still able to retain the employees, then you qualify for up to 70% of the qualified wages for that employee, up to $10,000 in the qualified wages. And this credit can be extended to 2 quarters. So in total, up to $14,000 can be given to you per employee. And the best part, you don't have to request it to the IRS. You can offset the payroll taxes that you pay to the government. So let's say payroll taxes are not that high for you, for a particular employee. Then you can ask the government to pay the refund to you. So every quarter you file a report, it's called 941, Federal Payroll Tax Report. There you submit a reconciliation. These are my payroll taxes, this is what I paid, this is what I'm expected to pay. In that report you can show that you qualify for ERTC, which is again up to 70% of the qualified wages, and the qualified wages can be up to $10,000. So 70% of 10,000 becomes 7,000, and since you can do it for 2 quarters, it becomes 7,000 plus 7,000, 14,000 per employee. And you wonder, hey Mr. Kumar, you asked me to compare 2019 versus 2020, the quarter. What if my business did not even exist in 2019? Well, then you can compare 2020 versus 2021. The idea is, the intent behind the rule is that due to COVID situation, even though the business was suffering, you still maintained the staff, you still kept the employees over there. You did not really let everybody go when your business did not have enough revenue. So government is giving you additional benefit to have the employee retained in your business, Shamla.
That's a great information, Mr. Kumar. I have one more question related to ERTC, is that who qualifies for ERTC?
Well, that's a great question, Shamla. All small businesses do. And the way the rule is defined, a business that has less than 500 employees is qualified small businesses. It used to be 100, now they changed it to 500. So a lot of small businesses under 500 employees, and you have to remember, earlier the rule was you get either PPP or you get ERTC. Now they have changed the rule to say you can get PPP as well as ERTC. So now all small businesses under 500 employees, even if you got the PPP, you qualify for the ERTC.
It was a great information, Mr. Kumar. Thank you for that. Is there any loan forgiveness related to ERTC?
Well, no. ERTC is not a loan given to you. It's not like PPP. It's not Paycheck Protection Program where you get the money and you request a loan forgiveness. It's a credit, tax credit that you get from the IRS directly against the taxes that you're supposed to pay. So there is no need to apply for the loan forgiveness as such. It's sort of grant, like EIDL grant, the earlier grants that we had. So it's a grant money that you get and you don't have to worry about the loan forgiveness.
Thank you, Mr. Kumar, for the information. Can you please summarize about the ERTC?
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. So let's go back. Let's try to summarize the whole episode. Employee retention tax credit is a great benefit. You can get up to $14,000 per employee. A small business means less than 500 employees. You have to have the onus remains on you. You have to show that your revenues have fallen down 50% year over year for at least one quarter. It could be any of the 4 quarters. You have to work with a calendar quarter. There is no loan forgiveness needed. If you cap the employees on the staff, even when the business was suffering, you are entitled to get ERTC, Employee Retention Tax Credit. So please work with the payroll company, work with your payroll service provider, show them the record, show them that you qualify, and have this credit applied against the payroll taxes that you're supposed to pay. I thank you very much for listening to us.